It's 12:30, good afternoon, and welcome to LJ News. Just over 12 months ago, at the age of 49, I took a DNA test. The results changed my life. When I took the test, I had a family tree for both sides of my family. Then one night, I got told I didn't look like my family, so I ordered a DNA test just to prove them wrong. It turned out I was wrong. I sort of expected I might get something out of the DNA test that I wasn't ready for, but when I looked at the results, I was so confused. I had connections to my mother's side, but not to my father's side, and then there were all these people that I was connected to that were Aboriginal. My results revealed I am 32% Aboriginal. It also said I have Germanic and European ancestry as well. That is what I have been told all my life. I was left to deal with my new reality that my dad is not my biological dad, and my paternal father I have no idea about is Aboriginal. When all this happened, I felt I went into a spiral of questioning who I was. My world was spinning. I was 49 years old and only just discovered that my family a unit, as I know it was not real. I didn't know anything. I had a lot of thoughts. I asked myself if I am adopted, who my family really is. When I was finally told the story, I was advised that the dad that brought me up was not my paternal father. After a week of confusion and feeling alone in the world, I reached out to a couple of people on Ancestry that I was connected to. I had limited information. All I had was the first name and information that he was from Nabri and worked in the cotton fields in the 70s. However, with the help of Facebook, we found a direct relative on my Aboriginal side, my Auntie Brenda. I really could have left it here. However, I wanted to know that the family I didn't know about. Friends would tell me, it doesn't change who you are. It's something I heard a lot, but it did. Yes, my personality didn't change, but all of a sudden I felt I had a piece missing in my life. A piece missing in my soul that I didn't know existed. The hardest part when I discovered all this was knowing that a lot of my family knew that I was part Aboriginal. I was really upset as I remembered growing up that I used to get teased a lot because I was darker than my brother and my sister. I was called all sorts of names, that I was an A, that I was adopted, that I was a W of some sort. Even into my adult life, my heritage was always questioned. However, I didn't know any differently and would say that I am German Italian, as that was what I was told. As my paternal father had passed away, my Auntie Brenda is the one who has filled me in on who he was and shared photos and stories. I remember back then, I would look at these photos and try and see myself. I guess I was still in denial then as I struggled to place myself into this new identity that I didn't know existed. Since then, Auntie Brenda and I speak often. She has taken ownership and she expresses her happiness that I do exist. She also expresses her sadness that I didn't get to meet my paternal father. Now, this is part of my journey continues with Auntie Brenda and new family members as I find out more about my Aboriginality.